Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through the wiring diagram for a VAZ-2115. We'll be covering everything from the main power supply to the individual circuits for the lights, ignition, and more. Whether you're a seasoned mechanic or just starting out with car repairs, this guide will help you understand the electrical system of your VAZ-2115. Let's get started. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the electrical system of the VAZ-2109, also known as the Samara. We'll be using a fantastic resource and archive from the Rulem magazine, dating back to April 1996. Let's start with the ignition system diagram. We'll break down each component, explaining its function and how it interacts with the rest of the system. We'll go step by step, so even if you're a complete beginner, you'll be able to follow along. This isn't just a static diagram, we'll be using an interactive version, so you can really get a feel for how everything works together. Next, we'll move under the hood. I'll show you some common modifications people make to the VAZ-2109's electrical system, highlighting both the benefits and potential drawbacks of each. We'll discuss things like upgraded alternators, improved wiring harnesses, and other performance enhancements. Remember, safety is paramount, so we'll also cover best practices for working on your car's electrical system. Then, we'll move beyond the engine bay and look at some general modifications to the car's electrical system. This includes things like adding aftermarket lighting, upgrading the sound system, and installing additional accessories. We'll explore the challenges and solutions involved in integrating these modifications seamlessly into the existing system. We'll also discuss the importance of proper grounding and fuse protection to prevent electrical issues. Let's take a short historical excursion. We'll explore the history of the VAZ-2109's electrical system, tracing its evolution from earlier models. We'll talk about the technological advancements and design choices that shaped the system we see today. This historical context will help you understand the underlying principles and appreciate the ingenuity behind its design. We'll also touch on the countries where the Samara was produced. The manufacturing process varied slightly from location to location, and these differences sometimes impacted the electrical system's specifics. We'll explore these variations and their implications. Now, let's talk about the Samara Baltic family. These models often had unique electrical system configurations, so we'll examine the key differences and similarities compared to the standard VAZ-2109. Understanding these variations is crucial for anyone working on these specific models. To summarize everything we've covered, we'll present a concise overview of the VAZ-2109's electrical system, highlighting the key components and their functions. This will serve as a handy reference point for future troubleshooting and maintenance. Finally, I'll share some practical tips for maintaining and troubleshooting the electrical system of your VAZ-2109. These tips will help you keep your car running smoothly and avoid costly repairs down the line. We'll cover everything from basic checks to more advanced diagnostics. And to wrap up this section, let's delve into some general information about the ignition system of the Deviatka. We'll cover the key components, their functions, and common problems. We'll also discuss preventative maintenance to keep your ignition system running smoothly for years to come. Remember to always consult your owner's manual for specific instructions and safety precautions. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the electrical system of the VAZ-2108-2109, specifically looking at a diagram from the April 1996 issue of the Rulem magazine. Let's start by talking about the very real dangers of ignition malfunctions. A faulty ignition system can lead to anything from a simple no-start situation to a complete engine fire. We are talking about serious safety risks here, so understanding your ignition system is crucial. Now, let's pop the hood and take a look at the underhood features of these cars. We'll be focusing on the components directly related to the electrical system, pointing out key areas and connections. We'll be examining the layout, the routing of the wiring harnesses, and the general arrangement of everything under the hood. This is important because a visual understanding of the physical layout will help you make sense of the wiring diagram itself. Next up, we're going to tackle the schematic of the Electronic Petrol Control (EPC) system for the carburetor models, the 2008, 2081, and 2083 Solex carburetors. We'll break down each component, explaining its function and how it interacts with the rest of the system. We'll be looking at the sensors, the actuators, and the overall control strategy. Understanding this system is key to troubleshooting any fuel delivery issues. Then, we'll move on to the heart of the matter, the internal combustion engine itself, specifically, how the carburetor works in conjunction with the ignition system. We'll discuss the air-fuel mixture, the combustion process, and how the ignition system plays a vital role in this process. This section will provide a solid foundation for understanding the ignition system's importance. Now, let's talk about the ignition systems themselves. We'll begin with the classic ignition system, detailing its components and how it works. We'll cover the distributor, the coil, the spark plugs, and the points, explaining their individual functions and how they interact to create the spark that ignites the air-fuel mixture. Following that, we'll shift our focus to the electronic ignition system. This is a significant upgrade over the classic system, offering improved reliability and performance. We'll explore the components of the electronic ignition system, highlighting the differences and advantages compared to the classic system. We'll discuss the electronic control unit, ECU, and its role in precisely timing the spark. Next, we'll delve into the VAZ-2009 ignition system, explaining its principle of operation and adjustment. We'll break down the system's components and their interactions, explaining how the system works to generate a spark at precisely the right moment for optimal combustion. This is a crucial section for anyone looking to maintain or repair their VAZ-2009. Finally, we'll cover the principle of operation and composition of the ignition system on the VAZ-2009 car. We'll revisit the key components and their functions, but this time, we'll focus on the overall system architecture and how it all fits together. We'll also discuss common problems and troubleshooting techniques. And, of course, we'll show you how to adjust the ignition timing for optimal performance and fuel efficiency. This is a practical, hands-on section that will help you keep your VAZ running smoothly.